Hello. In this video, I'm going to use some statistics to measure the spread in a data set. In our case, is the Apple Stars monthly return. The three common statistics are range, values, and standard deviation. Let's use Excel formula to calculate these values. First, range. Range is the maximum value minus minimum value in a data set. And math. Choose the data. Minus min. Choose the data. Return. Okay. Values. The formula is VAR. Left parenthesis. Choose the column of data. Standard deviation. The formula is STDV. Choose the data. Look, that's easy. But here I want to point out that if we want to use this monthly return, this sample of monthly returns to predict or to estimate the future's monthly returns. When we calculate standard deviation, we should use sample standard deviation formula. Sample standard deviation formula is STDV point S, and then choose the data and return. Oh, look at these two values are the same. Why? Because in Excel, this formula, no point S. In Excel, it says this formula is by default is sample standard deviation. That is why actually we don't need to type point S if we want to calculate sample standard deviation. The same as the values if we want to calculate the samples value here. The samples values, we only need to type VAR. We don't need to type point S because by default, this formula is calculating sample values. If we only care about the period from 1918 to 2018, this period's Apple Stars monthly return, we don't want to predict the future. We don't want to generalize the information from these periods. So we shall use population standard deviation or population values. The corresponding formula is STDV point P population standard deviation formula. Look, the values are slightly different. The same as the values if we only care about this sample. This sample is our whole population. So we calculate the value. Point P. Slightly different. Looks if we have more decimal place, you can see the difference. And other point I want to remind you is actually standard deviation is the square root of variance. So if you have variance, you actually could use the square root SQRT formula to calculate the standard deviation. Square root. Look at it, you got it. Or you can use the exponential formula. The variance to the 1/2. Oh, you got the standard deviation. That's all.